Alligator Alcatraz is an immigration detention camp in the Florida Everglades, your neighbor, Charlie, surrounded by alligators. And it was put up quickly by Florida's governor, Ron DeSantis, to cooperate with the feds who need places to put the illegals that Tom Homan is rounding up. It's got 5,000 beds. It will process and deport illegals. And they say there's only one road leading in, and the only way out is a one-way flight. It's not only surrounded by alligators, but by pythons and a ton of mosquitoes, which sounds like I'd rather stay in the prison. But this seems like a good idea to me. President Trump went down there this morning, and here's a little quip that he offered on the spot, SOD 18.
I think our viewers at home should note that this is air-conditioned facility, yes, so if any of the news claims are keeping them out in the hot, humid South Florida, that is wrong. It's probably 62 degrees here, to be honest. Or 72.
Hey, yep. Biden wanted me in here, okay? He wanted me. It didn't work out that way, but he wanted me in here.
He's not wrong. Biden did want him locked up forever, like a criminal. Anyway, good old Ron DeSantis, Charlie, coming up with solutions to our problems.
Yeah. There's nothing that prevents the states from helping the federal government enforce immigration law. Florida has a lot of laws of its own to that effect. And really, most of the criticisms of this seem overblown to me. They seem to revolve around the name, which is funny. And they seem to be premised upon the idea that it's really awful to be in Florida. Because if you look at the objections, there are swamps and mosquitoes and alligators, and it's really hot. Well, it's not hot inside. I'm glad they said that. It's air conditioned. It's hot if you try to escape, but that's also true of the prison that's 20 miles away from me. So unless the idea here is that we shouldn't build facilities in the South or build them in remote areas or build them in a manner that makes it difficult for those who've been put in them to escape, then I'm a little lost as to what's so horrible about this. Of course, that is the objection, isn't it? The people who object to this being constructed are not actually upset that it's 15 miles from an Indian burial ground or that it's too close to the Everglades or that somebody once saw a swan there. They're worried that there are any deportations whatsoever. They are people who have Abolish ICE t-shirts and who go to protests and who think that there is something intrinsically wrong with our having borders in the first place. So the objections seem overblown to me.
I have a legit question for you, Rich. If you had to choose running through a field of alligators or running through a field of pythons, which one would you choose?
Pythons. I think they're less likely to get you.
Really?
Yeah, but Trump has just been at his funniest on this. He was asked about it. Was it yesterday, I think? And someone said, "Mr. President, do you want reptiles to eat the illegal immigrants? They try to escape." It's like, yeah, I think that's the concept. And they said like the snakes are really fast, and then he said you have to do the zigzag thing to run away.
Oh wait,
from
I have that part. We have that. Let's play that one. That's where is it? Hold on. 20. Yeah, saw 20.
The idea that it's done.
Yeah.
They just get eaten by an alligator or a snake or something.
I guess that's the concept. This is not a nice business. I guess that's the concept. If the snakes are fast, but alligators we're going to teach them how to run away from an alligator, okay? If they escape prison. How to run away. Don't run in a straight line. Run like this. And you know what? Your chances go up about 1%. Okay? What do you say?
Z, serpentine. That's what you're supposed to do, serpentine if an alligator's chasing you, Rich.
Apparently you're not. I was listening to a Washington Post piece about this. Charlie's the expert, but I was listening to a Washington Post piece. It was extremely derisive about the whole thing, of course. And one of his fact checks in the course of the piece is he's wrong. This is outdated advice. He actually should run straight when you're being chased by an alligator. But look, this is so funny. The alliteration is great. Serves the administration's purposes a little bit in two ways. One, just creating a deterrent effect, right? They want to get the message out. Why don't you just go home on your own? We'll give you $1,000 credit or whatever it is to help you get home on your own, rather than dealing with these alligators. And two, they seriously need detention space. I mean, this is a serious limit on what they're doing, the lack of detention space. So good on DeSantis to doing this. Other Republican governors should do something similar. Then it also serves the catastrophic purposes of the left and the media. Oh my God! When I just first heard of this idea and got a little bit of a notion of it from reading headlines and just hearing it half discussed on TV, I thought, oh, they're dredging the Everglades to create this new facility. Maybe that is a problem, but of course it already exists. The facility, they're just building.
It was an airfield.
Concrete. Yeah, on this unused airfield. But as Charlie says, at the end of the day, their objection is not the environment or anything else. It's like they don't like deportations, and it makes it much harder to do deportations if you don't have this kind of space.
I look forward to seeing AOC down there in a beekeeper suit
to
protect her from the mosquitoes.
Weeping her eyes out.
Right. So sad about the alligator risks. Since President Trump was sworn in, his administration has made enormous progress at a breakneck pace. But don't forget, while they are moving mountains for the good of the nation, you've got your personal savings to worry about. And one of the best ways to look after your savings is through diversification, particularly with gold, like from Birch Gold Group. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. And Birch was an advertiser on this show 12 months ago. If you had purchased then, you'd be 40% richer today. Now's the time. Central banks continue to bolster demand for gold by burying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is high, and Birch Gold makes owning physical gold so easy. Easily convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or buy some to store in your home safe. Just text MK to the number 989898. And Birch Gold is going to send you a free info kit on gold. Look into it. See if it's right for you. There's no obligation, just useful information to help you make a decision. With an A+ rating, with a Better Business Bureau, and tens of thousands of happy customers, take control of your savings today. Text MK to 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.